everyone, and welcome back to a telecast of Stratomatic Baseball. And tonight I'm doing a special between two teams. One of them will be the 1927 New York Yankees against the 1995 Seattle Mariners. Starting pitchers for tonight's game for the Seattle Mariners will be R.Johnson. R.Johnson, in the year of 1995, went 18-2 with a 2.48 ERA. He had 30 starts. He pitched 214 innings, struck out 294, and only allowed 12 homers. His opponent for tonight will be W.Hoyt, and W.Hoyt went 22-7 with a 2.64 ERA, pitched 256 innings, struck out 86, and only allowed 10 home runs. And we'll give you tonight's lineups. For the New York Yankees, I'm playing in center field will be Earl Combs. Mark Conan will bat second. He'll be at shortstop. Babe Ruth will bat third, and he'll be in right field. Lou Gehrig will be batting fourth. He'll be at first base. Bob Musil will be batting fifth, and he'll be in left field. Tony Lazzeri will bat sixth. He'll be at second base. Joe Dugan will be at third. He'll be batting seventh. Pat Collins, he'll be batting eighth. He'll be behind the plate. And Ben Paschal will be the designated hitter for tonight's game. W.Hoyt finishing up his warm-ups in the bullpen. And we'll give you Seattle Mariners lineup. And that's funny. I thought I had this lineup. Oh, the lineup is backwards. So Wilson, you are in the game. Let me just straighten this out, folks. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. All right. This is what the Seattle Mariners will look like for tonight. Here's their lineup. I'm leading off and playing left field will be Vince Coleman. Batting second, playing second base will be Joey Cora. Batting third, the kid, center fielder Ken Griffey Jr. Batting fourth and at first base will be Tito Martinez. Batting fifth, and the designated hitter will be Edgar Martinez. Batting sixth, playing right field, Jay Bruner. Batting seventh, and playing third base will be Mike Blowers. Batting eighth, playing shortstop will be Luis Sojo. Batting ninth, and catching will be Dan Wilson. And R.Johnson will be on the bump. Okay, so we'll start this way and this way. This is a new thing I'm doing. I'm going to do with the batters on top and the pitchers on below. This way I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see how that works out. Make sure the camera's going, and I think we're pretty good. All right, so we're about to begin. I got a quiet house, so I can get on the way. And leading off for the New York Yankees will be left field, center fielder, Earl Combs, and he's allowed to shake and bake, as I call it. And here we go. And R.Johnson looks in and gets a sign by Dan Wilson. The big, tall, 6'10" lefty looks in, gets the sign, and here comes, now Randy steps off, and Wilson's going out there to talk to him. And now Wilson's coming back. And I wonder what that conversation was all about. Probably find out at the press conference, but here we go. R.Johnson looks in. It's a lefty on lefty situation. And here comes the first pitch of the ball game. This is a new sheet that I made up. I did a copycat off Spokane Steve, and I hope he doesn't mind. I asked him for the PDF, but I guess he didn't see it on one of his videos that I was watching live. But anyway, I try to do the best I can. There's a little more adjustments I need to make on it. So I don't know if you can see it on camera, number 48. I don't know why I put that there. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Okay, so the first roll of the game was 6-4. And that 6-4 is going to be on the left side, 6-4, and that is a cold strike 3, and Earl Combs strikes out. First batter, 1 away. See, I'm going for the top cards. You know, I don't know how long this is going to last before I start switching them around again. Here comes Mark Cohen. He is a switch hitter, and he'll be batting from the right side. Conan's a Yankees shortstop. This is the 1927 New York Yankees against the 1995 Seattle Mariners. And there is a Randy Johnson 5-6 from the left side, and that's going to be a ground ball to the left side, and it's going to be picked up by the shortstop, Luis Soho, and he's going to fire it across the diamond for the out, and that is the second out. And here he comes, Babe Ruth, and when he arrived here in Seattle, he says, "What is this indoor stadium?" And they were trying to settle him down and say, "Babe, listen, it's the new era. Deal with it." Ruth steps in. He's batting from the left side. It's a lefty-lefty situation. Randy Johnson takes off his cap, wipes his forehead, and here comes a pitch from Randy Johnson to Babe Ruth. And that goes 5-7, left side. And that's going to be a cold strike 3, and Ruth just looks at the home plate umpire. And Randy Johnson picks up a pair here in the first inning. No score. Yankees go down 1-2-3. And the Seattle Mariners will come up to bat. All right, Seattle Mariners will step in, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. And it's going to be Vince Coleman, the left fielder, leading it off. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat from the left side. W.Hoyt looks in and gets a sign by Collins. And here comes the pitch to Vince Coleman. 3-3 from the right side. Ground ball to the left side. Picked up by the shortstop. Shortstop is Conan. And he'll fire across. 1 down. 6-3. 1 away. Joey Cora stepped in. He's a switch hitter himself. He'll bat from the left side. W.Hoyt again gets a sign by Collins. And the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-12. From the left side, 4-12. It's tapped right back to the mound. W.Hoyt gloves it. Fires the first. 2 away. This will bring up Ken Griffey Jr. And the kid was getting autographs from Garrick and Root, Lazari, the whole Yankee squad. And he was, I'm looking at the windows, guys. I'm seeing what's going on next door from me. Griffey was excited about playing this game, so here he is, 2 outs. He's a left-handed batter. W.Hoyt pitch. That's going to be a 5-8 from the left side, 5-8, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Griffey gets called out on strikes to end the inning. W.Hoyt picks up a strikeout. We played 1 here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees, nothing. And the 95 Mariners, nothing. We'll go to the second inning. All right, Johnson back on the bump and finishing his warm-ups. Lou Gehrig will step in. The Iron Horse, batting lefty. Lefty on lefty situation. Once again, Gehrig waiting for the pitch from Randy. And here it comes. 1-8 from the left side. 1-8 is going to be a split on a 1-6 on a triple. Double the rest of the way. That's an 18, and that's going to find the gap. Trying to cut it off is Griffey and Buna. Griffey grabs the ball, he returns it in, and that's a leadoff double. For Lou Gehrig. Nobody out. The first hit in the ball game. Here comes Bob Musil. Gehrig's on second base, and he is a 6. They're not going to be holding him on. Base runners, New York versus Seattle. And Seattle versus New York, it's going to be a -2 with all the calculations. So 2 for the hold, +2 for the pitcher, -2 from the catcher. So it's going to be a -2 the whole day, unless otherwise changed. All right, Bob Musil steps in. And the righty's waiting for the pitch from the big right-hander. And here comes Johnson's pitch. It's going to go as a 3-3. That's going to be a ground ball to the left side. The shortstop picks it up. He flies to first base, and that's 1 away. Just want to make sure. Infield back. On a B, runner on second, 6. Hit to the first baseman or the second baseman, which it wasn't. Batter's out, runners advance 1 base. Otherwise, batter's out and runners hold. So Gehrig's not going anywhere. 1 away, and Tony Lazzeri will step up. He's a right-handed batter. Lazzeri. My phone was ringing. I'm gonna see if the video was taping, and it is. Okay. Lazzeri batting from the right side, and Tony's waiting for the pitch. And here it comes from Randy Johnson. It's gonna be a 3-9, but hold on, we're gonna hold that 3-9. Of course, we got a wild pitch, pass ball roll. It's gonna be a balk pass ball roll. It's gonna be a balk from Randy Johnson, 1-3. And there's gonna be a balk on Randy. Let's see what happens. Here comes the ball off the 20, and it's a 13, so it's no balk. So we'll go with the 3-9 from the left side, and that's ball 4. So Tony Lazzeri works out a walk. And there's first and second, so there's 2 Yankees on with 1 out. And the next batter is going to be Joe Dugan. He's a right-handed batter. Joe Dugan. 2 Yankees on. And Joe Dugan's the 7th batter. He's the 3rd baseman. And here comes a pitch by Randy. And he goes 2-5 from the left side, 2-5, and that's a hard hit line drive to 3rd baseman, and Blau is right on the spot. So that's a line out. And that's the 2nd out. 2 away, 2 Yankees on. And Pat Collins will come up to the plate from the right side. Pat Collins is the catcher, 1927 Yankee catcher. Randy Johnson from the stretch looks in and gets a sign by Wilson. And here comes, oh, that's a foul tip. And here comes the pitch, and that's another foul tip. And the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-10 from the right side. 4-10 is a range play to the shortstop. The range play to the shortstop is Luis Sojo, and he is a 412. So let's see what he gets on the range. 412. That's a 7, so I gotta get the calculations up to the shortstop. Luis is a 4, and that's a 7, so 4-7. He just escapes a single, and that's going to be a G3 with first and second, and normal depth. So that's going to be advance a runner. The batter is out. All runners advance one base. So that's going to be a ground ball to short, picked up by the shortstop Luis Sojo, and let me see, that was a what? Slow hit ground ball. He's going to play it at first base, and the inning is over. So the Yankees will leave 2 guys on, 2 men on 1 hit, and we played 1.5 here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees, nothing. And this 95 Mariners, nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as we see W.Hoyt taking his warm-up pitches. And he's going to face the Martinez brothers. They're not really brothers. They just have the same last name. Tino, left-handed batter. He will be a Yankee in some future. Or was it afterwards? I forget. Interesting. Yeah, he goes to... Did he go back to Seattle? I forget. Anyway, from the left side, W.Hoyt looks in, gets the sign. 5-7 from the left side, and range play to second base. The second baseman is Tony Lazzari. He's a 226, so let's see what happens here. And that's a little bit of a hanger. We're going to go tap, 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 and it's going to turn into a 4 on a 2. 2 on a 4 is a G3 with no runners on, and that's going to be a rear play on a G3. Batter lines a shot. That hits the mound and deflects to the infielder, who makes the play at first. All other runners advance 1. So, what was the call again? See, you have to have concentration here. As second baseman, so it's going to be a 4-3. And 1 down. Here comes Edgar. Edgar Martinez steps in. Right-handed batter. Dig out the dice. And W.Hoyt looks in and delivers. 5-4 from the right side. Popped up in the infield, left side. Third baseman Dugan's calling for it, and he's going to make the catch. 2 down. And Jay Bruno is going to step to the plate. He's a right-handed batter. W.Hoyt gets the sign by Collins. 6-5, right side. And 6-5, right side split. 1 on a triple, single the rest of the way, and that's going to be a 1, and that ball is driven into left center field. Giving chase is Combs, and the left fielder Musil, and it rolls to the wall. Buhner's on his horse. Round second, he's headed for third. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. Sliding into third. It's a triple for Jay Buhner, and a 2-out triple at that. 2-out triple for Jay Buhner. So the from the Mariners, 90 feet from taking a 1-0 lead with 2 outs. And Mike Blauer is going to step to the plate. He's a right-handed batter. First hit for Seattle, Jay Buhner. Mike Bauer steps out of the batter's box. Give Jay Buhner a couple of breaths here. And here comes the pitch by W.Hoyt. 2-9 from the right side. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And W.Hoyt strikes him out to pick up his second strikeout of the game. And we played 2 innings here in Seattle. We got the 27 Yankees, nothing. And the 1995 Seattle Mariners, nothing. Top of the third we go, and it's going to be the designated hitter, Ben Paschal. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. All right, 2 away. We are 21 minutes into the game. And here comes Ben, batting from the right side as well, waiting for the pitch from Randy Johnson. As well says he never seen a human being that tall. And that's going to be a 6-8, right side. That's going to be a called strike 3, and Randy Johnson picks up strikeout number 3. 1 away. And we're going to swing back up to the top of the lineup. Here comes Eric Combs, batting from the left side, struck out looking his first time up. Let's see what he can do against Randy Johnson the second time. Johnson's pitch. And it's going to be a 4-7 from the left side. And that's a cold strike 3, and Combs goes down for the second time. That's a pair of strikeouts in this inning for Randy Johnson. That's 4 on the night. So 2 quick outs. And that's going to bring up Mark Cohen. Switch hitter, and he'll bat from the right side. Cohen grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1. That's a 2-7, left side, and that's a solid base hit into right field. So the Yankees get a 2-out single, the second hit of the game. And Cohen will send up the Babe. The Babe got caught looking his first time up. Cohen is a 6-7 on the jump for a 13. He has a 9 through 12 on the backslash. You don't want to do that, that's for sure. So Seattle's going to play off of him. Runners on. And let's go with Babe Ruth stepping into the batter's box. Big crowd on here at the Seattle Dome. And Babe is going to shake and bake here. He's hoping for a 2, 3. He's hoping for anything from the left side. Look at that 2 column. 2 column more than the 3 column. So let's see what he gets off Randy Johnson from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. And he gets a 3-7 from the left side, and it's going to be ball 4. So the Yankees got a pair of runners on with 2 outs. I think Johnson feels like he got away with something the first time. And here comes Lou Gehrig, who doubled off from the first time up. Gehrig 1 for 1. And we got first and second. Nobody's being held. Infield's playing straight back. Lou Gehrig. Lefty on lefty situation. Randy Johnson from the stretch. Randy Johnson knows he's going to have his hands full with Ruth and Gehrig in the 3 and 4 hole. So let's see. Johnson looks in. Gets the shine by Wilson. Here comes the pitch. That's a 1-6 from the left side. And that 1-6 is a split chance, 1 to 10, triple the rest of the way. And that ball is driven deep center field. Griffey going back off the wall, and the ball bounces away from him 1 run's going to score. Here comes Ruth. He's struggling along third base. He's going to score. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead off a triple by Lou Gehrig. Well, well, well. What do we know? 3 and a 3. So Gehrig gets 2 hits, 1 big triple off R.Johnson, and the 27 Yankees lead it 2-0. Here in the 3rd inning, Bob Ussel steps in, a runner on 3rd, 2 outs. That hurts Seattle with 2 outs. R.Johnson is upset with himself. Gehrig takes the lead off 3rd. Johnson from the stretch. Bob Ussel waiting for the pitch. Foul tip again. And here comes the pitch. 3-7 from the left side. Split chance, 1-15. That's a 17. It is lined out to the shortstop. Luis Sojo leaves his feet and gloves it for the out. And the inning is over. 2 runs for the New York Yankees here in the 3rd. On 2 hits, Gehrig with the big hit. 2 runners on. He hits a triple. And we play 2.5 here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees too. And the 1995 Seattle Mariners, nothing. We'll be back for the 3rd inning in just 1 minute. And Luis Sojo will step in. He's batting from the right side. W.Hoyt in the dugout, talking to his catcher, Collins. Excuse me. Dan Wilson talking to Randy Johnson in the dugout. Luis Sojo steps in, batting from the right side. 6'9", right side. Ground ball to the left side, right side rather, and fielded by the second baseman, Lazari, and he throws out Sojo. 1 away. Dan Wilson will step to the plate. He's the catcher for the Seattle Mariners, right-handed batter. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. W.Hoyt just moving along. And here comes the pitch. 1-4. Right side. And that's going to be ballpark for Wilson. Ballparks today. Whoa. I didn't indicate the ballpark. 1995. All right, so we're going to have a timeout here as I get those stats up. My apologies. And just give me a couple of minutes. On the Stratomatic website. Go to the museum, go to Raster Sheets, Archives, go to Weather, and we are playing in 1995, Seattle Stadium, Kingdom rather, and we're looking for American and National League ballpark effects, and 1995, Seattle was 7s. Let me just write that down. So that's what I forgot to put on the sheet. 7s, left to right, left, right, pair of sevens for both sides of the plate. And diamond shots. Diamond shots here in Seattle for the lefties, it's going to be a 15. And for the righties, it's going to be a 9. All right. Sorry for the delay. All right, so we got a 1-4 from the right side, and that's going to be ballpark. So we got sevens on the men's. That's going to be an 18. And that's a line out to third base. And there is 2 down. 2 away. We swing up to the top of the order. It's very cloudy. The day started off very sunny here in New Jersey. Temperatures around 45 to 50 degrees. And all of a sudden it just got cloudy. Reports of last night, my wife tried to wake me up and went to bed at 8 o'clock. I was just completely exhausted for whatever reasons. But anyway, she says the drones were flying overhead in freehold like crazy. Yep, this is what we come to. God bless America. Anyway, 2 down. Reports are, and these are fabricated stories, so it must be something, and something could be dangerous or whatever. But they are now saying that there is a suitcase bomb that went in through Port Liberty and is somewhere in New York and New Jersey. And this is why these drones are flying overhead to see if they could pick up the suitcase apparatus, we'll call it. And again, it's rumor. Do I think there's some truth to it? Yes, I do. And the government is keeping it kind of swept underneath the carpet. And I have gotten this information from personnel that my son knows in Homeland Security. So tell me what you think. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. What can I tell you? All right, so 2 outs here. And it's going to be Vince Coleman as Seattle Mariners swing their lineup right back to the top. And it's Vince Coleman with 2 outs. Switch hitter batting from the left side. 2-11. Right side. That's a ballpark. So Coleman's going to get a ballpark. 7's on the mend. And that's another 18. And he lines it out. Let me see. 2-11. And he's going to hit a fly ball to right field. And the right fielder, Babe Ruth, is coming in. And he moves his big body over towards the foul line. And he makes the catch. That's a 9. And the inning is over. So Seattle comes up with nothing here in the 3rd inning. We played 3 here in Seattle. It is the 1927 Yankees 2 and the 1995 Mariners nothing. Randy Johnson back on the bump. He'll face Tony Lazzeri, Dugan, and Pat Collins here in the top of the 4th inning. Tony Lazzeri walked his first time up. Randy Johnson from the wind and the pitch. 6-7, right side, ball 4. So Lazzeri opens up the fourth inning with a walk. That's the second time he has walked. So he is working Randy Johnson pretty good. It's a leadoff walk for the Yanks, and they have a 2-0 lead, and they got a 17 base stealer on the base pads. Seattle's going to hold. And it's a 2-5 on a 17. So Seattle versus the Yankees -2. So it's going to be a 15. So we're going to go for the jump here. And again, it's 2-5 for the jump. And that's going to be a 7. So he does not get the jump. So his back number is a 12. And -4 is an 8. So we're not going to do that, but he's still going to be held. Rosario's a 14 runner, so he will be a 13 runner here. And the batter is now Joe Dugan from the right side. Randy Johnson from the stretch. Dugan lined out his first time up. Here comes the pitch. 6-11, right side. And that is going to be a split on a 1-15 line out to second base the rest of the way. And that's going to be a base hit into center field. And Rosario stop off at second base. So Dugan gets his first hit of the game. First and second for the Yankees. And here comes Pat Collins with 2 on. Right-handed batter. Lazari will be held on by the second baseman. And Pat Collins, batting from the right side, grounded out his last time up. Randy Johnson needs a definitely ground ball here. Collins waiting for his pitch from the stretch by Randy Johnson. And here comes the pitch. 6-8, right side. And that's going to be a called strike 3. So that's a big strikeout for Randy Johnson. And he picks up number 5 on the night. 1 away. 1 down. And Pachel will grab a bat. Ben Pachel. He is 0 for 1, struck out looking his last time up. Then is the DH today. That's a foul tip, and that's subject to change. And here comes the pitch. It does, but it stays on a 6 anyway. 6-7, right side, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with the Yankees, and here comes the pitching coach. He wants to have a little bit of a chit-chat with Randy Johnson now. And the bullpen is starting to get to work in Seattle. Let's see what gives here. Yep, we can go with him. Bobby Ayala. Ooh, no. Let me see. 4, 5. Just going over the bullpens. We got a 6. We got a 4. We got a 5. We got Norm Charlton. We got 1. We got 6. 5. 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's how I do it. We go, and Jeff Nelson is at 2. And Jeff Nelson is warming up in the bullpen. All right, so we got chit chat is over. Pitching coach goes back to the dugout. And we have bases loaded. Lazari on third. Oh, I didn't move him up. Dugan on second. And Pasquale on first. Bases loaded, 2-0. one down, and Seattle is going to play back. Left-handed batter. And let's see how Randy Johnson can get out of this. Dug himself a hole here. Gave up a two-run triple, two-run triple to Lou Gehrig. And Combs, as the leadoff batter, struck him out twice. Let's see what Randy Johnson could do the third time. 1-8. And that's going to be, well, lucky we played infield back because that's an A+. So it's a ground ball to second base. And it's going to be picked up by the second baseman, Joey Cora, to Sojo at short. And over to first to Martinez. And that is just what the doctor ordered. A 6-4-3 double play. 6-4. Inning over. So Randy Johnson escapes a disaster. No runs. 1 hit. And 3 left on. Played 3.5 here in the Seattle Kingdom. 27 Yankees, 2. 95 Mariners, nothing. I don't know why. W.Hoyt back on the bump, and he's going to face Joey Cora. Cora's second baseman, who started that double play. And the switch hitter. You got to get up there, Joey. And here comes the pitch from W.Hoyt. Right side, 2-3, and he loses him ball 4. So Seattle got something started here in the first inning. Lead-off walk, and Joey could swipe a bag if he likes. 2-0 down, and Ken Griffey's the batter. Griffey batting from the left side. Struck out looking his first time up. W.Hoyt knows by the scouting reports this is the big guy. And Griffey waiting for the pitch. W.Hoyt from the stretch. Griffey's waiting for his the pitch, and here it comes. 6-8. Left side. And that's a split on a 1-15, and that's a 7. That's going to be a base hit. So Joey Cora will hold up at second base, and Seattle has 2 base runners on to open up the 4th inning here at the Kingdom. And the crowd is on its feet. Well, if you're going to do something, this is the time to do it, because you got Cora, your second batter, let off with a walk, and then you got your 3, 4, and 5 batters coming up now with first and second. W.Hoyt looks in, gets the sign by Collins. Tino Martinez grounded out his last time up, batting from the left side. And here comes the pitch. 3-6, right side. 3-6, it's going to be a split on a 1-6 on a double, and that's a 12. That's going to be a base hit. Joey Cora is getting the green light. He's rounding third. He's going to come in to score, and Seattle is on the board. Seattle is on the board. An RBI for Tino Martinez. Griffey will go to third base. So first and third, Seattle's on the board. 2-1 now to score. These are your big guys. Seattle big guys, the big bats. Got to get it done. And here comes a professional hitman in the name of Edgar Martinez. Edgar popped out to third his last time up. First and third. Yankees are going to play back. They're going for the double play. They'll give up the run here. And Edgar is thinking something different, like the 1 column, which will be his hot column. And here comes the pitch. And we have a pass ball roll on the 2. It's going to be a pass ball. And it's going to be Combs. And his pass ball is a 1. So we're going to do a roll. We're going to freeze this right now. And a 1 on the 20 for a pass ball. Let's see what happens. Here comes the 20 roll. It's a 16. We'll use the 16 and we'll go with the 6-6 right side. 6-6 is a split chance 1 to 2. And it is a 16. 6-6 on the right side. Just making sure. Fly ball to left field. Hold on. Fly ball. Left field B. It's deep enough to get Griffey home from third. And here he is. He's taking up. He's coming home. No throw. Throw goes into second base. And we have a tie ball game. Edgar Martinez with a fly sacrifice to left field. And he ties the game up at 2 apiece. DH. So, we got a 2-2 game. And here comes Jay Buhner. Buhner. Made a mistake. It is Tino Martinez. All right. So here we go. 2 down now. 1 down now. Runner on first. And Jay Buhner tripled his last time up. 2 triples in this ballpark. It's kind of a big ballpark once you get into the gaps. And here comes Buhner's pitch from W.Hoyt from the stretch. He's not a base stealer. So we're not going to hold him on. And 2-9. Right side. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Buhner strikes out. That's a R.Johnson strikeout. That's number 3. 2 away. Runner on first. Mike Blowers step in. Mike struck out his last time up. Here comes the pitch. 110. Right side. And that's a swing and a miss. And Blowers strikes out for the 2nd time. R.Johnson picks up a pair. Number 4 on the night. W.Hoyt gets number 4 on the night. And Seattle Mariners tied the game up with 2 runs here in the 4th. They got 2 hits and they leave a man on. We played 4 here at the Kingdome. It's the 27 Yankees 2 and the 1995 Mariners 2. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. R.Johnson back on the bump. It's going to be Cohen, Root, and Lou Gehrig. So let's see what these guys can do. And Cohen from the switch hitter. He'll bat from the right side. Johnson's pitch. 3-7. Split chance on a single 1 to 14. That's a 16. It's a line drive out to the shortstop. And played by Sojo for the out. Oh, he hit that ball hard. 1 away. Put it on the screws, but into the leather of Luis Sojo. Here comes Babe. The Babe walked his last time up and scored on Gehrig's triple. R.Johnson looks in. And here comes the pitch to the Babe. 6-5, left side. And that's another walk given up by R.Johnson to the Babe. Pair of walks for the Babe. 1 out walk. And here comes Lou. Lou doubled his first time up. He tripled his last time up and knocked in 2 runs. So we got a runner on first, which is the Babe. He's a 13 on a 2.5/11. And you're going to -2 from that, so that's going to be an 11. They're going to hold him. And the shortstop's going to hold. Lou Gehrig batting from the left side. And Lou is going to get a foul tip. And here comes the pitch. 4-6. Left side. And that's going to be a cold strike 3. Gehrig strikes out. Looks at the home plate umpire and gives a little smirk. 2 down. 2 away. Usul steps to the plate, right hand side. R.Johnson from the stretch looks at Babe at first base. Usul is 0 for 2. Here comes the pitch. 3-8. Left side. 3-8 is going to be a split on a 1-8 on a 14. Excuse me. A 3-8 is a split on a double. 1-8, that's a 14, and that's going to be a base hit into center field. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to play it. Ruth is rounding second. He's heading for third. And we got runners on first and third with 2 outs. Musa's first hit. And the Babe goes all the way to third. So Randy Johnson, not make it easy for himself. Here comes Tony Lazzeri. And Musil is an 18 off a 2 and a 5. They're going to hold him on. And the Babe is a 1-14. And how many outs there are? All right, so they're not going to hold him at third. Lazzeri is a seat bunter. All right, so they're going to keep it status quo. Lazzeri with a pair of walks. He's really worked Johnson deep in the count. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's ball 3. And Johnson looks in from the stretch. Looks behind him from at third at Babe Ruth. Looking at Musil at first. And here comes the pitch, the 3-2 pitch to Lazzeri. .511. Right side. And that's going to be a range play to first base, and that is Tino. He's a 3-10, but he was holding. Now he's a 4-10, and now we're gonna roll his range play, and let's see what happens. So that's trouble. That's gonna be trouble. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. That's gonna be a single on that 5 because his rating went from a 3 to a hold is a 4. So now we have a 5, and that's going to be a single, 1 base. So that's going to score Babe coming home. So the Babe comes home on Lazzeri's RBI. So that's a 4. Musil round second. It's going to be a base hit. And now we're checking for errors. And that's going to be a 6. So what did I say? He was a 10. First base 10. And that's a 6. 10-6. And he's going to make the... He's not going to get to it. It's going to go into left field. So Lazzeri knocks in a run. Now there's first and second. And the Yankees take the lead back 3-2. So just like that, Root scores. Musil on second. And here comes Dugan. Dugan singled his last time up. Is 1 for 2. Batting from the right side. R.Johnson from the stretch. 1-8. Left side. Split chance, 1-13. That's a 19, and that's going to be a line out right to the shortstop. Luis Sojo. He's very busy out there, Luis. And that'll do it for the Yankees, but they do get a run. They get a run on 2 hits. They leave 2 on. And we played 4.5 here in Seattle. 27 Yankees take a 3-2 lead over the 95 Seattle Mariners. Will be going to the bottom of the 5th inning in just a second. All right, we go to, let me check the camera. We're pretty good. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And the batter's going to be Luis Sojo. He is 0 for 1, grounded out his last time up. 1-5. And that's a base hit into center field. So Luis gets his first hit. And he's a C on a 13, excuse me, he's a 4-5 for 13. And the Yankees holding this afternoon is going to be a -5. So, so he can go whenever he wants, but they're not going to hold him. Dan Wilson has stepped to the plate. He's a right-hand batter. He lined out his last time up. Seattle hanging tough so far. R.Johnson hanging tough against these 27 Yankees. And W.Hoyt delivers his pitch. 5-10. Right side. That's going to be a ballpark. Ballpark's a 7. That's a 16. So we go 5-10. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Coming in is the Babe, and he makes the catch. 1 away. All right, we swing back to the top of the lineup. Vince Coleman for the 3rd time. It's 0 for 2. He'll bat from the left side. Again, Soho takes his lead. Vince Coleman waiting for the pitch by W.Hoyt. Foul tip. And here comes the pitch. 4-8. Left side. That 4-8 is a fly ball to center field. And Combs moving in. And he corrals it for the out. That is the 2nd out. 2 away. And the next batter is going to be Joey Cora with 2 outs, switch hitter. Cora walked his last time up and scored. Runner on first, W.Hoyt from the stretch. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be 5-6. 5-6 from the left side. 5-6, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Cora strikes out. And a strikeout for W.Hoyt. That is number 5 on the night. And that'll do it for Seattle. They'll leave a runner on first. No run scored. 1 hit. And we played 5. It's the 27 Yankees, 3. And the 95 Mariners, 2. Having a lot of fun playing this game with the 27 Yankees. It's nice to pull out some seasons or teams from yesteryear, put them on the table. And they got a 3-2 lead here. And Pat Collins is going to lead it off for the New York Yankees. We're in the top of the 6th inning. R.Johnson could go 7. Pat Collins batting from the right side. Looks in. 3-7. And that's going to be a solid base hit into right field. Jay Buhner will play the ball, and the Yankees get another leadoff base runner there in the 6th inning. So leadoff base, I had to close the shade. I have a church next to me. They have a school that goes on here all day, and they're in and out, so they can look right into my house. And I don't like that. So Pat Collins is on, no threat to steal, and they're not going to hold him on. Randy Johnson, that is hit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 7 off Randy. All right, 1 out, and here comes Ben Paschal, batting from the right side. Randy Johnson looks in, and he's going to get the pitch that he wants to pitch to Ben Paschal. Here it comes. And we're going to hold that roll up on that 1-7. We have a balk pass ball roll, and that's going to be a balk on Randy Johnson. 1, 2, 3, off the 20 for a balk. Here comes the 20 roll, and that's going to be a 9, so we're not going to have a balk. And we'll use the 1-7 from the left side. 1-7 is a solid base hit into center field, and that's going to pull Griffey over towards his left. Rounding second base and heading for third is going to be Collins. And there's 1st and 3rd with nobody out. No one out. 1st and 3rd. Just the 8th hit given up by Randy Johnson. And there comes Earl Combs as we swing up to the top of the lineup. Earl is 0 for 3. And now they're going to have to pull him in. That's exactly what they're going to do. Nobody out. Infield is in. Let me get the strategy chart up, just in case. Randy Johnson and with Pascal, he's not a threat either. So they're gonna play off of him, and let's see what happens with Combs. 0 for 3. Infield in. 1st and 3rd. Johnson from the stretch. And here comes the pitch. 2-8. And that's going to be a ground ball to short, A. Infield in. 1st and 3rd. 8. The batter's out, runner on 3rd holds, and the runner on 1st will advance. So now they're 2nd and 3rd. So the infield in to the shortstop, 6 to 3. 1 out. Now we got 2nd and 3rd. Infield in. Mark Conan will step in. With 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Randy Johnson from the stretch. And I have my window open here, so if I see anything, I'm gonna stop the game. And I'm going to go outside with the camera live to see if we see any drones. But if I see it through my Palladium window here, I will definitely stop the game and go outside. All right, 2nd and 3rd, infield in. Mark Conan is 1 for 3 in the game. He lined out his last time up. Here comes the pitch by Randy. And we're going to have another balk pass ball roll, and that's going to be a pass ball on Wilson. Wilson is a 3 off the 20 on a pass ball. This could score a run. 1 to 3 off the 20, pass ball. And it's a 20, so there's no pass ball. So good block by Wilson. And we'll go with the 6-7, right side. And that's ball 4, so now the bases are loaded with Yankees. So Conan works out a walk. He's on, wait a minute. Travis Collins get the third on the base hit, right? First and third, you'll go in a second. Now we got bases loaded. Randy Johnson's in a hole, and here comes the pitching coach again. He's coming out for the second time in this game. I'm not going to make a pitching change yet. I'm not going to bring in Jeff Nelson, who is warming up in the bullpen. It's a lefty-on-lefty situation, and Randy Johnson with the lost Babe Ruth twice. All right, so we got bases loaded. Babe Ruth at the plate. Went to 14 runners. He's not that bad. He still has the speed in 1927. Pull him back or pull him in. Then you got Garrick. So I'd rather pull him back. I'm pulling back, setting up for the double play. So here we go. Johnson, he's gonna pitch from the windup. And from the windup, with the bases loaded, with Babe Ruth at the plate, lefty on lefty situation. The crowd is on their feet. With one out, here comes the pitch by Randy Johnson from the wind. And we have frozen 4-7 right now because we got a wild pitch on a 5. Randy Johnson, does he throw a wild pitch here? Let's see. Here comes the 20 roll on a 5. And it's a 9. There's no wild pitch. So Randy Johnson getting all the breaks right now. That's going to be a 4-7 from the left side. And a called strike 3 in the crowd with a big roar around the stadium. Strikes out Babe Ruth. That is a big strikeout for Randy Johnson. 7 on the night. Base is still loaded, but he still has another problem. Lou Gehrig is going to step to the plate from the left side. 2 outs now. And here comes big Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig is 2 for 3. Struck out his last time up looking. Infield back, of course, with 2 outs. But Gehrig knocked in 2 runs and is 2 for 3 with a double and a triple. Let's see what Gehrig could do here with the bases loaded again. And here comes the pitch from Randy Johnson from the wind. 5-11, left side. It's going to be a range play to first base. And the first baseman is Tino Martinez. He's at 310. So let's see what he gets here off the 20. Oh, it's going to go into right field for base hit. And that's going to score in 2. So 2 runners score. He goes to third. And the Yankees have opened it up. I'm just going to check for errors. That's a 9, 10, 11 on a 10. And, of course, there's going to be an error. Why wouldn't there be an error? All right, so we're going to have to check for that error, too. So it's a single 1-2. And maybe a third runner is going to score here. All right, so it's a 2. Single 2. Single 1. Single 2. Single 2. With an error. So that's an 11. Single 2. It's going to score 2 runs at least. And it is an 11. So it's a 1 base error. So it's an E1. Single and an error, batter to second. Runners advance 2 bases. So 1-2. So second and third. And Gehrig does it again. It goes single and an E3. E3. So he scores on Gehrig. Number 3. And he's going to score. And Conan goes to third base. All right, so the Yankees has opened it up to a 5-2 lead now. And Garrick is just unstoppable. And that's going to do it for R.Johnson. We're going to have a pitch and change here. With this break, we'll give the stats and everything else, and we got a break in the action. We're going to have a pitch and change. And we're going to draw the line here. And we're going to make this move. R.Johnson's done. He goes 5 2/3. 5 2/3. And I did count 7 hits, so that's 10 hits. We'll just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 runs. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of walks. And he struck out 7. And he's responsible for those 2 men. So, who's coming in? Jeff Nelson. He has a hold of a +9. He's at 218. And he has a balk, 0, and a wild pitch, 2. Balk 0, wild pitch, 2. All right, so Nelson needs to get 1 out here, and it's going to be Musil that's going to have to face him. Who's on third? Scored. Conan is on third. Garrick is on first. And Musil is the batter. All right, so second and third. Yankees lead it 5-2 now. Nelson is in. And here comes the pitch by Nelson. Musil looks in, waiting for that pitch from the stretch from Jeff Nelson. And here comes the pitch. 5-5, right side. And that's a called strike 3, so he gets Musil to end the inning. First strikeout for Nelson. And that'll do it. The Yankees do get 2 runs. They do get 3 hits. And they leave 2 men on. 5.5 in the books here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees 5. And the New York Seattle Mariners 2. That's it. This game's a follow-up game from Al, the Red Sox fan. He did this in Appa. I'm doing a strat. And I forgot I know the Yankees won the game, but I forgot the score. Anyway, here we go. Ken Griffey Jr. stepped to the plate, batting from the left side. Griffey is 1 for 2 in the game, singled his last time up. W.Hoyt has a 3-run cushion right now, and here comes the pitch. 6-2, left side. Range play to the shortstop. Range play to the shortstop, and it's going to be Cohen. He's at 248, so let's see what he has here. Ooh, 248, and it's a 1-2 off the 20. He's going to get a base hit. And we got a 7 off of 48 from the shortstop. 48 and a 7. Oh, there's a 6 from one base error, but it's the 7. And it's just going to go in for a base hit. So Griffey gets a leadoff single. And he's a 4-6 off of 13. I thought he would do better with stolen bases, but I guess not. 13, Tino Martinez, and they're going to play off of him. So they're going to let him go if he wants. And Tino will step in. Tino singled his last time up. He drove in a run. He just couldn't play a ball on a range play last inning. Garrett gets 2 more RBIs out of that. So here comes the pitch to Tino. W.Hoyt from the stretch. And delivers. 2-10, right side. And that's a swing and a miss, and Tino goes down. So Hoyt picks up strikeout number 6. On the way. Here comes Edgar Martinez. Edgar sacrificed fly for an RBI his last time at bat. So from 1. W.Hoyt from the stretch. And delivers. 4-6. Right side. 4-6 as that ball is scorched down the right side and gloved by the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Wow, what a shot by Edgar Martinez. 2 outs. That ball had right field written all over it. But Gehrig right there to snag it. 2 away. Jay Buhner steps to the plate from the right side. W.Hoyt looks in and delivers. 2-10 from the right side. 2-10's a ballpark. 7s, 12, fly ball left field. Coming over is the left fielder, Musil. He's going to glove it for the out. That'll do it for the Mariners here in the 6th. So now to take care of the Mariners, they get 1 hit, they leave a man, and we play 6. It's the Yankees 5 of 27, and the 95 Mariners 2. All right, top of the 7th we go. Tony Lazario lead it off. So Lazario is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. He also has an RBI in the game. Nelson looks in, gets the sign. 6-5, right side. And that's going to be a called strike 3. So Jeff Nelson comes into the game, faces 2 batters, and gets 2 strikeouts. So that's 1 down. Joe Dugan, back from the right side. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Lined out his last time up. Nelson looks in, gets the sign, and delivers a 4-10 from the right side. And that's a called strike 3. So Jeff Nelson is just mowing these Yankees down. 3 strikeouts, 2 outs here in the 7th. And here comes Pat Collins. Batting from the right side. Collins singled his last time up and scored. And here comes the pitch. 6-7, right side. And that's a called strike 3. Jeff Nelson comes in 4 in a row for Jeff Nelson. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Seattle Mariners. And I just heard like the UPS guy. All right, he's delivering something. All right, we played 6.5 here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees 5 and the 95 Mariners 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. W.Hoyt is strong as can be. He can go a full 9. And it's going to be Mike Blowers, Sojo, and Wilson here in the 7th inning. Mike Blowers is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And here comes W.Hoyt's pitch. 6-10 from the right side. That's going to be a range play on the catcher. So we have the catcher, Collins. He's a 3 and a 9. And that's going to be an 18. I got to get the chart up. And the catcher is a 3. That's an 18 off the catcher on a 3. 18 is going to be grounded in front of the plate on a G3 for sure. And we're going to check for an errors here. And we got a heavy 15 on a 9. So catcher 9 and a 15. No errors. So it's tapped in front of the plate. It's going to be picked up by Collins. He waits for Garrett to get to first. He fires and nails him. 1 down. 2-3 on the play in case you're scoring, which I know you are. 1 away, Luis Sojo stepped to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. W.Hoyt looks in, gets the sign, and drives one to a 6-2 from the right side. That's going to be a ground ball to the right side, picked up by the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. He's going to flip to Hoyt, and that's a second out, mark of the 3-1. 2 quick outs for the Mariners. And Dan Wilson will step in. And Wilson is 0 for 2. He had 2 ballparks and failed to get a hit on either one of them, which are 7s here tonight here in Seattle. 2 down, Hoyt's pitch. 6-7, right side. Split chance, 1 to 14 on a single. That's a 7. That's going to go in for a 2-out single. And Dan Wilson picks up a base hit. So a 2-out single for Dan Wilson. Vince Coleman is the batter. And who was the manager? Lou Piniella was the manager? I'm pretty sure he was. All right, so we're going to look for who's on the bench. Oh, Alex Rodriguez. That was his rookie year, right? I think so. Yeah, 142 at bats. Looking for something bigger than Vince Coleman, who was 0 for 3. And Darren Briggs does have power. I'm going to let Coleman hit here. I'm going to let Coleman hit with a runner on first. Wilson is not a threat. We're going to play off of him. Vince Coleman batting from the left side with 2 outs now. He's 0 for 3 in the game. And Hoyt from the stretch. And he's going to deliver. 110. And that's a ballpark for Vince Coleman. Let me mark that, and that's a 12, and that's going to be grounded right back to the pitcher, picked up by Waite, throws to first, and that's it. 1-3, no runs for Seattle. They get 1 hit. We played 7 innings here in Seattle. It's the 27 Yankees 5, and the 95 Mariners 2. We'll go to the 8th inning. And here comes Pascal. Pascal. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyway, he'll lead it off for the Yankees here. In the top of the 8th inning, he's the designated hitter. He's 1 for 2 in the game with a walk, singled his last time up, and scored. Here comes Jeff Nelson's pitch. 4-10, right side. And that's another call strike 3. Jeff Nelson gets his 5th strikeout. 5 batters up, 5 batters on strikeouts, and all looking. All right, so here comes Earl Combs. He is 0 for 4. Grounded out his last time up. The pitch by Nelson. Better keep it on your own card, and that's exactly what Combs did. He gets a 310 from the right side, 310, and that's lifted to right field. The right fielder is going to be Jay Buhner, and he's going to make the catch. 2nd out. 2 down. 2 away. And here comes Mark Conan. Switch hitter, and he is 1 for 3. He walked his last time up. And here comes the pitch by Nelson. 5-6, left side. And of course, it's another Jeff Nelson strikeout. That's 6 strikeouts for Jeff Nelson. Ends the inning on a 1-2-3. Strong as can be. Yankees get no runs, no hits. 3 up, 3 down. They leave nobody, and we played 7.5 here in Seattle. Mariners are down by 3, so they got to get going. They only got 6 outs to go. W.Hoyt is on the bump. He'll face Joey Cora here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cora is 0 for 2 with a walk. W.Hoyt looks in, gets the sign, winds. He's going to kick, and he's going to deal. 6-8, left side. 1-15 on a split. That's a 12, and that's a leadoff base hit for the Seattle Mariners here in the 8th inning. Shit. I don't want to do that. I wanted to try something different on the scorecard. So that's a base hit for Joey Cora. And Ken Griffey Jr., who has a pair of hits and a strikeout, 2 for 3 in the game. Cora on first base. He ain't going nowhere, but they're going to hold him anyway. Shortstop, first baseman is on the hold. So that puts Garrett to a 3 range, and the shortstop, Conan, to a 3 range also. So let's see what happens. Ken Griffey steps into the left side. He is 2 for 3 in the game. W.Hoyt from the stretch and delivers. 2-5. And that ball is driven. Split chance, 1-14 on a home run. That's a 7, and Ken Griffey Jr. has gone deep, and that's a 2-run blast for Ken Griffey and the Seattle Mariners. And they are 1 run away from tying this game. Oh, man alive. That is number 8. Number 8. And just like that, Ken Griffey Jr., and the crowd is going crazy right now. And this will bring up Tino Martinez now. Yankees are getting warm-ups going. And here comes the pitch. 5-6. Left side, 5-6, and that's going to be a called strike 3. So Martinez goes down for the 2nd time. And that is strikeout number 7. And 1 away. Edgar Martinez, he is 0 for 2 with a sac fly RBI. Batting from the right side. Edgar could do this. He nails that 1. He could do this. And here comes the pitch. It's going to be a 5-10. Right side, 5-10 ballpark. On a 7, and that's a 7. That's a base hit. And the tying run is at first base for the Mariners. and the pitching coach for the New York Yankees are coming out, and we're going to have a little chit-chat on the mound. Nine hits given up by W.Hoyt, and the bullpen has double action now. Egger's on first, and Jay Buhner is coming to the plate. So there's looking for Yankee pitching staff. And these 27 cards don't show any saves. And we're going to have to go with a pair of righties. Bob Sharkey in the bullpen, along with We'll See More. Double action going right down. And starter. But back in the day, these guys started and they relieved. So let's see how the Yankees want to do this. All right, so they're going to go with We'll See More and Bob Sharkey, in the bullpen right now. So W.Hoyt, chit-chat's over, 1 out. Jay Buhner, the batter. And I would love to see nothing but a Seattle taking the lead right here with Jeff Nelson on the bump, striking out Yankees galore. I'd like to see him face Ruth, Gehrig, and Musil in the 9th inning. Well, let's see what happens here. Jay Buhner, batting from the right side, is 1 for 3. Tripled in the 2nd inning, and Jay Buhner's waiting for his pitch from the stretch. W.Hoyt from the stretch, and here comes the pitch. 6-6, right side, split chance on a double, 1-2. That's a 5. That's a fly ball to left field. Coming over is the left fielder Musil. He's gonna make the catch. Nice catch by Musil in left field. That's the 2nd out. Jay Buhner pulled that ball down the left field line, and Musil was right there for the 2nd out. Yankee scouting reports had him played just right. 2 down. Mike Bowers is the batter. Mike does have power. Runner on first is the tying run. The lead run is at the plate. Mike Bowers is batting from the right-hand side. He's 0 for 3 in the game. W.Hoyt from the stretch. And here comes the pitch. 1-12. And that's a high fly ball to right field. Root going back on the edge of the warning track, and he makes the catch, and that'll do it. Seattle's down. But they do get 2 runs on 3 hits. And they made it a 5-4 ball game. We're going to go to the 9th inning, and let's see if the Yankees could pick up a couple insurance runs or an insurance run to add on to their lead. But Jeff Nelson is, let me see, 1-2. He can go 3 plus 3, I think. So Jeff Nelson is going to take the bump, and he's going to face Babe Ruth for the first time. Jeff Nelson, righty on lefty situation. Jeff Nelson. Ruth is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of walks. So Nelson looks in, gets a sign by Wilson, and he delivers a 4-12. Left side on a 4-12, it's going to be a range play to the first baseman. And the first baseman is Tino Martinez. He's a 3. We've seen this all before. 3, he has to clear 1 through 3 off the 20. And he doesn't. Another ball gets through him. In for a Babe Ruth base hit, his first hit of the game. And we have a 13 off the 10. First baseman 10 on the 13. We got no errors, goes into right field. So it's a base hit for Babe. And we have Babe Ruth at first base. All right, so here comes Garrick now. Garrick is 3 for 4 on the day with 4 RBIs, either double, triple, and a single. He needs a home run to hit for the cycle. Jeff Nelson knows it. Looks in from the stretch. Nobody's holding Babe Ruth on. Here comes the pitch to Lou Gehrig from Jeff Nelson. One nine from the right side, and that's a swing and a, oh wait, timeout, didn't move him. That. 1-9, and that's going to be lifted down the line to left field, and the left fielder is Coleman's not going to grab it. It bounces, one hops the wall, so double. Let's get the chart up. We got a double with a runner on first base. So, double, man on first. We're going to go runner speed, outfielder's arm. So, Ruth is a 14, coming from first base. Coleman is a +2, so now we're going to make it a 16. And let's see. Double. I keep on losing my spot. B with 2 outs, add 2 more. Well, there isn't 2 outs. So we neglect that. And a D, if runner was held, subtract 1. And if he not held, add 1. And he was not held. So he's going to get a +3 on a 1 to 17. And he is going to score. And the ball is going to be cut off. So Garrick will get a single, a double. With no advancement. So the route comes all the way around. And what did I say? They needed an insurance run, and sure as shit, Garrick, the human hitting machine, scores Ruth in for another RBI. 5 on the day for Lou Gehrig. And he stops at second. So it's Lou Gehrig all the way. Without a doubt. Gehrig. The hitting machine. And that was a lot of fun with him today. Watching him just hit. All right, so nobody out. Runner on second base. And Jeff Nelson's going to pitch away here. That is 2 hits. 1 more hit. He'll be done. And he's pitching from the stretch. Dussel is 1 for 4, struck out his last time up. Three. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop on the left side. And is picked up by the shortstop, Sojo. He goes to first base. He holds the runner. One down. Tony Lazzeri step in. One way. Runner on second. And Lazzeri struck out his last time up. He is 1 for 2 in the game. Does have an RBI. Nelson looks in. 4-7, right side. Split chance on a 5. That's a 12. That's going to be a ground ball to short again. Luis picks it up. He fires the first, 2 down. So Garrick and Ruth and Garrick supplied the run here in the 9th inning. Yankees needed an insurance run, and they got it. Joe Dugan steps to the plate, 1 for 4. Runner on second base. Dugan batting from the right side, Nelson from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. 5-5, right side, and Nelson gets a strikeout, and that'll be looking. Nelson picks up 7 strikeouts, but he does give up a run on 2 hits here in the 9th inning. We played 8.5 here in Seattle. It's the Yankees 6 and the Mariners 4. We go to the 9th inning, so W.Hoyt has an extra run to play with. We'll see more, and Bob Sharkey still warming up in the bullpen in case needed. Hoyt is going for the complete game, and he'll face Sojo, Wilson, and Coleman in the 9th inning. They need a base runner, get the tying run to the plate. Luis Sojo is 1 for 3 in the game. Here comes the pitch by Hoyt. 2-10, right side, ballpark. And that's a 17, so it's going to be popped up into the infield. The shortstop, Conan, is calling for it, and he makes the play, and that's 1 out. Oh, excuse me. Second baseman, Lazari, makes the out. That's a 4. All right. That's a 4. 1 away. And here comes Dan Wilson. Wilson singled his last time up, 1 for 3 in the game. W.Hoyt looks in, gets a sign by Collins, and here comes the pitch. 2-8. That's a lifted to right field, and Babe Ruth is tapping his glove, and he makes the catch. 40 out. That's 2 quick outs. And W.Hoyt and the 27 Yankees, 1 out away from winning this special. And W.Hoyt is going to face Vince Coleman, who is 0 for 4 in the game. Vince Coleman is hoping for that 2-column hit. And here comes the pitch by Hoyt. That's going to count. That's a 3. 3-8 from the right side, and that is a base hit. So Coleman has given Seattle life here with 2 outs, a 2-out single, and Joey Cora is going to be pinch hit 4, of course. So Joey Cora is going to be out, and let's see who Pinella is going to send up to the plate. Well, he's going to go either with the kid, Alex Rodriguez, or Warren Newsom. And on base, 411, 395 slug. Going with the 395 slug. So Warren Newsom is going to grab a bat from the left side for Joey Cora, pinch hit. So we have no room to write here, so I'll write it here, Newsom. S-O-N, and he is batting number pinch hit A. Newsom. All right, so here we go. Joey Cora gonna hit the bench, and hoping Warren Newsom could keep it alive. Runner on first base. They're gonna hold him. They're gonna hold him, and Newsom's going to bat from the left side. W.Hoyt from the stretch. Needs 1 out for the complete game. And Warren Newsom waiting for the pitch, and here it comes from W.Hoyt. left side. And that's a high fly ball to center field. The center fielder, Combs, is tapping his glove, and he's going to make the catch. And the side is out, and the ball game is over. So he went fly ball center field. And that's all we wrote here. No runs for Seattle here in the ninth. They do get a hit. And we'll have the summaries right after this. The final score, 27 Yankees 6 and the 95 Mariners 4. We'll be right back. Oh, shit. Oh, wrong side, Mike. Come on. Oh, that was a lot of fun, I gotta be honest with you. Playing with the 27 Yankees. Al, the Red Sox fan, he did this in Napa. I got to go back to the game. I know the Yankees won it, but I wanted to see what the score was. Just want to see if it was just about the same. All right, for the Yankees, 6 runs. For the Mariners, 4 runs. Yankees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. There was an error in this game, I know that. Mariners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. Was there an error? There was a couple of error attempts. Yeah, there was just one. Who made it? Oh, first baseman. First baseman, Tino Martinez made the error, so there was one Mariner error and no Yankee error. And that's your final score. There's 27 Yankees, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Mariners, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. W.Hoyt, he goes all the way, 9 runs. 9 innings, rather. Gives up 10 hits. Gives up 4 runs. And I believe they were all earned. Yep, 4 earned runs. And what did he do? Walks. He gave up 1 walk. And he struck out 7. NYY gets the win. Johnson will take the loss. For Johnson, he went 5 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, and they're all going to be earned. Nelson went 1, 2, 3 1/3. And he gave up only 2 hits. 1 run, and that run was earned. He didn't walk any, but he struck out a whole bunch. 7 to be exact. Came in firing. So that's your line score for Johnson, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts. Nelson went 1 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, 7 strikeouts. W.Hoyt, 9 innings pitched, 10 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and that's your special for tonight. 27 Yankees over the 95 Mariners, 6-4. Hopefully we could do another game later on. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like. If you don't like it, hit the dislike, and we'll see you some other time. That was some finish, Mike, I gotta admit. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.